Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'm going to do a reading about how people talk about you when you're not around. You can choose your pile by following your intuition. It can be the pile that you are the most visually attracted to, or you can even ask in your mind, what is the pile for me? I do a personal readings, they are super affordable, and then my first link in the description. Hello, Paluana. So I chose this pile that says, my body is a mirror of my beliefs and intimate thoughts. I keep them with healthy habits and healthy exercise. And it came in reverse. How people talk about you when you're not around is that they feel that you are keeping a secret and that you keep a lot to yourself. There is a lot of blank spaces the people have of you in their mind. There is a lot they do not know. Like they know what you do when you are with them, but they do not know what you do when you're not with them. Maybe you are a person that does not go into great detail about your hobbies and what you do in your free time, or he's always talking about, yeah, like I ate this for lunch, I did this, and then I did that. Maybe you are someone that, but you probably do tell people that you feel safe with and that are friends. You probably do tell like them details, right? But I think with the majority of people, I think that you don't feel safe with necessarily. You're not trying to tell them all your life. Like you're not trying to tell people that you feel that don't have your best interest at heart, like what you did yesterday or what you ate for lunch or what are your plans for the future. I think this group focuses on people that you don't trust necessarily and that they're always gossiping about you. And what I think these are people that like to gossip, but because you don't give them that much information, they don't have a lot to gossip about. They're like, they don't know who you like, who you are dating, they don't know how much money you make, what you do with your free time, what you do with your money, your dislikes, your past, your future. Like, they don't know that much information about you, so they cannot gossip badly about you because I think a lot of these people are trying to create this negative narrative, trying to make you are the villain or make you worse than you actually are. You feel me? I think a lot of people are jealous of you because there is something about you that is very competent. I think you're super intelligent, super skilled, super beautiful. And this incites a lot of jealousy in people. And people are trying to look for the flaws. People are trying to look, no, like this person is not that great because they are this, they are that, because they did this in the past, because they are dating this person. Like, I think a lot of people are trying to find flaws with you because for them you're almost perfect and they feel very threatened by this and very triggered by this, so they're trying to get to know your life and you don't divulge that much information because you're super smart and you know not to trust them. I think follow your intuition in not trusting people because you're right. I think you are super smart and like you protect yourself a lot and you are even like strategic in the best way possible in keeping your private life private, especially with people that you don't trust, because you're right. I think these people that want to know about your life don't want to know it because they have your best interest at heart. I think these people are just trying to, gossip badly about you, create this negative narrative that you're not that good or you're not that perfect or you're not that this or that. Like I think these people are just trying to like tarnish your image, but because they don't know nothing about you, they can't do that because they don't know nothing. They don't know what you do. They don't know what you eat for lunch. What are your hobbies? If you work out, if you don't work out, what's your favorite food? Who are you dating? What are your preferences in dating? Like they know nothing. They really want to know because they really want to basically gossip badly, but they have no material to do it. I'm getting a lot of coworkers vibes. These can be people at your job that you don't trust and you're like not trying to give them a lot of information. Some of you might work in a workplace that is very gossip. It's giving everyone wants to know everything. Everyone it's giving hospitality. Like everyone wants to know everything, or everyone is dating each other. Everyone wants to know who you are dating. Most people cheat. Like it's giving an environment that is almost high school vibes. And I think, imagine, I work in hospitality, and I've worked in hospitality for many years, and it gives high school because everyone is very, yeah, I don't know why it gives a high school energy. Some of you might also, these people might also be people from high school that, like, you probably are in a better place than they are, and they are jealous of it. So they're trying to find out like dirt on you, and like things, bad things to say about you, but they cannot because again, you're super private. I think you are super smart and super intelligent in maintaining privacy because it's really protecting you from like the hyenas. I got an image of, is it hyenas, the name of that animal? You know that animal that it's trash, and it's depicted in media by being very, like, it's almost a metaphor, an allegory for like people that are just looking for like trash, and like people that are only feeding themselves in negativity. You feel me? I'm getting the image. I think it was the movie Tarzan. I think I'm getting like this so vivid image of me watching a movie when I was a kid. Like, what was the movie? Maybe Tarzan. But I'm getting this scene of the hyenas eating like trash and like corpuses, and this is what I'm getting from these people. Like, these people feed on negativity. These people feed in of like negative things. You feel me? Yeah, I think you do super well in protecting yourself because I think you're really protecting yourself from like the wrong people. You do well. I think you are being very wise in this decision of maintaining privacy. How people talk about you when you're not around. Yeah, they really want to find your weaknesses. That's all they want. They are really trying to find reasons to dislike you, reasons to tell other people to not like you, like reasons why you are not that great or why you are bad, and they cannot. I think these people are really trying to create this narrative of you not being that great, or you not being that pretty, or you're not being that intelligent. Like, I think these people are really trying to find an excuse to put you down, and they cannot, because one, you're keeping your life private, and they have no reason to, like, imagine if this is co-workers, they're trying to find reasons to say, oh, you don't do that great of a job when you do a great job. You feel me? Or if this is high school, people are like, like, they only are where they are because someone is paying for it. This, I'm getting like a very specific message for some of you, or like one of you that is someone from your high school. For example, if you move to a different city, or and you are living like a better life, like imagine a better house, a better partner, you have more money than you had before when you were in high school, basically, and you have more money than them. People trying to figure out your romantic life to then say, oh, okay, they only have a good apartment in the city because they have this boyfriend that is paying for them. And then they try to figure out if you are dating someone, and they cannot find if you are dating someone, so they cannot put your achievements and your hard work into someone else. Like, they cannot put the fruit of your intelligent and skill, hard work into someone else. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you have the life that you have because you worked for it. It was you. It was your intelligence. It was your dedication. It was your resilience. It was your hard work that got you where you are today. And people are trying to find your romantic life to then say that you only have this apartment, or you only have this purse, or you only have this money because someone is paying for it. Oh my god. Yeah, they almost want to know your romantic life to then put all the fruits of your labor into that person, which is very annoying. I don't like this energy. How people talk about you when you're not around. Tell me, Luana. Oh my god. They are making me angry, these people. These people are pissing me off. Okay, oh my god. Okay, this I don't know is really make me angry right now. People are also saying again these haters that do not want the best for you. They are bad people. Okay, they are they're making me angry. They are saying that now you are selfish, like you are selfish with your time, you're selfish with your money. They are saying like, yeah, they're not that great of a person because they don't share. But like, imagine you do share with the people that you love. You're not going to share with people that literally dislike you. Like, these people just want to take advantage of you. Of course, you're not going to spend time with them or give them money or do them favors. No, because they're not good people. And these people are, again, these people are finding ways and trying to find a way to put you down to other people. They're trying to find ways to say, yeah, they're not that great. Because honestly, they're kind of selfish with the money. Oh, look at them. They supposedly make a lot of money. Why don't they share their money? Why they are in the better place in life that they were before, and why not? Why I'm not around? Why I'm not sharing that money? They should be like sharing that money to us or sharing their time. Oh my god, they're so annoying. Imagine they are calling your privacy and your boundaries and the way that you protect yourself selfish, like you are selfish with your money, selfish with your time. But hi, these people might be narcissists. Okay, these people are giving very entitled. These people are not talking about you. They are giving very entitled. They feel entitled to you as a person, to your time, to your energy, to your possessions, to your family. Some of you, very few of you, might this might even be your family. You might have grown up in like a toxic family system where your parents, like, imagine your parents treated you horribly, like they gave you a nightmare of a childhood, and you miraculously work super hard. You feel me? You are dedicated, you are talented, you are skilled, you work super hard to get away from home, away from your family environment because of how much trauma they put you through. And you work so hard and you have distanced yourselves from them because, hello, like, parents is not biology, is an action at the end of the day. And if you treat me like horribly, like, hello, are you really my parent, right? And now you are like distancing yourself from them and maybe you don't talk with them or you like you're not around as much, and basically now your parents are blaming you like, oh, they are selfish now. Bro, you put me through hell my whole childhood. Like, all you did was traumatize me and you are expecting me to stay. Like, I think these people, again, they're giving narcissists, they're giving entitled. At the end of the day, they don't see you as a person. They don't care about your needs or desires. They don't care about your boundaries. And they just want to take, take, take. They are seeing you as an object, right? And they feel like you are selfish because you're not letting them take advantage of you. BS. Like, these people are very infuriating to me. Like, they are very narcissistic, very entitled, and they look at you as an object, like you are this well or this treasure chest that they can just take, take, take without giving you anything. Because at the end of the day, they are taking and they are treating you horribly. Like, they treat you bad. It's horrible to be around them, and all they do is take, and they are like expecting you to just be there, open to them, for them just take, take, take. This is making me angry. Problem number one. These people are very entitled, very narcissistic. How people talk about you when you're not around. Problem number one. They basically say that you have your boundaries up. They like, imagine a kind of different group from the narcissist I was talking before, but another group of people that are talking about you. This is like a group that, okay, they might have some narcissistic tendencies, but they were not as narcissists. The ones I was talking about before, they were very narcissistic. This one is like another group that maybe have people that have hurt you in the past, and you have to let them go. Maybe these are people that's like ex-lovers, ex-best friends, people that you were close to and that you really appreciated, and maybe they betrayed you, they hurt you, and you're like, I need to let you go. These people are really regretting your loss and they miss you a lot. They feel like now you have your boundaries up and now you are unreachable, and they feel very regretful of their actions, and they regret a lot what they've done to you. I think what they say is probably they lament themselves to their friends and be like, yeah, I really messed up. I should have done this, and now L1 is not talking with me. They're not answering my calls. They blocked me on Instagram or wherever, you feel me? And I shouldn't have done what I did, but I did it, and I lost them. And now, like, people are lamenting and talking about the fact that they will never have access to you ever again. You will never be by their side ever again. I think this group of people that is kind of different from the narcissists I was talking before. Like, it's a smaller group of people. I think the group that I was talking before were like a bigger new group that is like more narcissistic and very entitled. These are like a smaller group of people that are talking about you, like only a few, and these can really be ex-lovers, ex-best friends, people that were close to you, and they are basically lamenting themselves to their friends or even to like the therapists. I'm also seeing like a lot of therapy sessions, and they are saying, yeah, I effed up, I cheated on them, I betrayed them, I did this, I know I shouldn't have, and now they are gone, and they are gone forever, and I'll never uh, have them back. So some people here might even have went to depression, have got depression after you left because of how. I think also an aspect of this is that they regret not only losing you, but I think they feel very guilty for their actions because they know what they done was wrong, and that has been something that is really hard for them to deal with and to cope and to process. Some of them might be in therapy, like trying to work through the guilt because they have sorrow because you left, right? They are super regretful and sorry because you left and they miss you and all of that. But also, I think a big aspect of why they are in therapy is because they are having difficulty dealing with the guilt of what they have done. Like, they're having difficulty processing that at the end of the day they were a bad person and most likely are a bad person. I think what they did to you really shattered their sense of selves, and they were really like, I think before they thought, yeah, like, I'm a good person, I'm a decent person, deserves good things in life. And after what they done to you, like, they start to question, like, am I a good person? I think I'm a bad person. I don't deserve good things in life. Like, basically, I think their self concept and their sense of self is a bit shattered by the guilt they carry for hurting you. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this reading, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable, and they're my first link in the description. Bye, pal one. Hello, pal two. So it shows this card that says, I set myself free of the past with ease, and it came in reverse. How people talk about you when you're not around is about your past. I think a lot of you had a very difficult past, maybe difficult upbringing, traumatic upbringing. Maybe a lot of you had like almost life changing stories in your past. You could write a book at this point. Your life could be a movie at this point. I think a lot of you had a very, I guess, unique life and past that a lot of people fortunately don't go through. I think a lot of you dealt with very difficult circumstances and situations that a lot of people cannot even imagine themselves going through. And this is something that I think you talk about. Like, I think you talk about your past and how traumatic it was and what happened to you, and people like, I think it is something that is so heavy and so difficult that this is something like, when you tell stories about your past, it stays with people. It's things that they don't forget. Like, I'm getting like my body right now. I feel almost this headache in my head. It's like I just found out some like very crazy information. It's like the feeling that I have is like somebody just told me like the most darkest thing a human being could possibly do. And I'm trying to process this information. Yeah, I think a lot of you went through really difficult circumstances and very traumatic circumstances. And this is what people talk about. Like, people talk about your past. That you might be someone that at first sight, when people don't know you, seem very colorful, like very energetic, very happy, very trendy. Like you look like an artist. Like people when they first meet you, they think you are super cool, super vibey. Um, I'm seeing colors, I'm seeing retro, I'm seeing design. I think you like people who, when they first meet you, they look at you, oh my God, this person is so fun, so inspiring. And then they get to know you and they get to know the real you and they understand there is a lot of darkness about you. And it's not that you are a dark person, but you experience a lot of darkness in your life. There's a lot of trauma, there is a lot of life changing experience. Like you've been through things that most people do not imagine themselves surviving. And this is something I expect about you because when they first meet you, seem very light and very fun and like life has not hurt you. And when you start telling your story, people are like, what? What? I didn't even know people were capable of doing that. I didn't even know because I think your past has very difficult circumstances and very like life-changing circumstances and traumatic circumstances that people only see in the movies. You feel me? These are things that people only know about in the movies. They go to watch a drama and they are very like, whoa, it's crazy what happened to this person, but they don't imagine it to be real, or they never met someone that has been through things that is only shown in movies. So when they meet you, they're like, wait, this happens? I didn't even know that this happened to people. I didn't even know people were capable of hurting you this bad. I didn't even know people were capable of so like many awful things. Yeah, about I think people really talk about your past, how much you've been through, uh, and also people talk about like I think a lot of people be like people that know your past and are like empathetic, compassionate people. I think they say to people like be careful with pile two. Not be careful that you are dangerous, but like don't hurt pile number two. Like I think a lot of people are like, please don't hurt pile number two because pile number two has been through enough pain. Like be careful with them in the sense of be gentle with them, give them a lot of grace. Don't take their things personally. I think also people say that you can be a bit distant and a bit cold, and people are like saying that is justified. Um, your coldness or your distance towards people is a trauma response, and it's completely valid. And like, don't like people are saying, don't take things that sometimes Pile Two does that can make you feel some sort of way because they don't mean it that way. It's just that they've been through a lot and there's a lot they were carrying, and it's normal. I think a lot of people that know your past really talk about what you've been through. And they try to say to people, if you ever meet pile number two, just be nice. Like, also I'm getting, don't get too close, like don't be in their personal space if they don't want to. Like people are like trying to protect you almost. I think there is a lot of people that have this very protective vibe around you, people that especially know your past, like they almost want to protect you, to put like, I'm getting an imagery of a cage, but it's not a cage for imprisonment, it's more of a cage for protection. This is the vibe that I'm getting. I think people are like, I think there is also a vibe here that people that are close to you and know your past and know your story, they rather prefer have one-on-one moments with you than to bring you to like a bigger friend group. People almost don't want to like bring you to like their parties or their friend group, or for you to get to know their friends or boyfriends or girlfriends, because they are like, I want to protect you. Like, I don't want to put you in a situation with other people that, because, a lot of times we have like quote unquote friends, but we don't know them that well. And then like they happens to betray us in the future. Like sometimes we are around people that we don't know them that well. It happens, right? So people are like, I don't trust, like, I don't put my fire for the people that I surround myself with. So I don't want you to come along. Like, people value one on one time with you because they feel like they can protect you this way. Like, people value, also imagine if you don't like to go out, people also not pushing you to go out because they want to protect you. Like, there is a lot of protection here. I think people feel very protective over you. They also feel protected with you. I think you're also a safe person for a lot of people because of how much you've been through and how that made you even more conscious and awareness. Like, you did not become the people that hurt you. You actually became more conscious and aware and more like wise because of it. Like, you are not repeating the cycle of trauma. You're not doing to others what has been done to you. I think he actually made you wiser and more aware and even more of a safe person because you know how deep the pain goes and that you know how people can be hurt and you have a lot of empathy and a lot of compassion, right? So I think the way I also interact with people that are close to you, people feel really safe with you, and because of that they also want to create safety for you. So there's a very protective vibe, like, don't come near pile number two. I don't put my hand in a fire for you, so I don't trust you enough to be around pile number two. Pile number two is my friend and my friend only. You cannot meet them, and if for some reason you are around these people, please, like, be careful with pile number two. Please kind of leave them alone. Like, it's better for you not to speak than to say something wrong. How people talk about you when you're not around, pile number two. Yeah, people talk about that a lot of you probably grew up in a household. This is giving growing up in a household, like, you have both parents, they're physically there, but probably they are like controlling, or imagine absent parents doesn't mean that they are absent there physically. Absent parents means that they are absent emotionally there. You can have a parent that is always hovering over you, like controlling you, being there every second of your day, and be like a bad parent and be an absent parent because they are maybe criticizing you or controlling you or doing some like stronger stuff that I cannot say on YouTube. There is this vibe that people say that, imagine, it's not that you didn't have a family, but the family that you had was extremely unhealthy and it was very like controlling, like you were like, this is giving the vibes, in toxic relationships when you are with a toxic person, there are a lot of times what they do is that they isolate you from the world. This is what has been done to you. Like, they feel like your family has isolated you and kept you in this. Again, I'm getting a lot of metaphors of a cage. I'm seeing a lot of cage. And it's interesting because people say it now, like, you grew up in the cage and people feel like right now they want to put you in the cage, not to imprison you, but to protect you. Like, there's a lot of cage metaphors here. Yeah, people talk about that you were very like in a cage situation in the past, like something that you could not escape, something that you had to be like, that was not great, that was very life draining, traumatizing, and you couldn't leave. And somehow you left, and now people around you are like, okay, we want to protect you, we also don't want to be for you to roaming around free because we are scared of what people are going to do to you because of how much you've been through and how much people have proven to be so horrible to you, right? There is also another message here that some people say that you don't celebrate. Like you are someone that has accomplished so much in life. Like you are someone that was dealt very difficult circumstances, and you accomplished so much alone, so much with like you accomplished and achieved goals in the most difficult circumstances, and people are talking about that you don't celebrate yourself that much, or you're not like as proud as you should be, because they're like, wow, this person has been through so much and they did a lot. They are this wonderful person full of accomplishments in like the most difficult circumstances, and they think, I don't know if I'll survive your life. Not even I don't know if I'll survive, like I don't know if I could do the things that you have done, like maybe a lot of you here have a good education or are very like good at something, are very like driven. Like again, I'm going back to like design and creativity. People see you as someone at first, especially with a lot of creativity, a lot of skills, a lot of talent, with a great eye for many things, very cool, very innovative, very like high energy, doing this, doing that, full of ideas, right? So people really admire like your work, what you have accomplished with life, how far you have come, like your taste, your art, your creativity. They think is great, and that you are someone that is exceptional, but you don't see yourself as exceptional. People feel like you are too humble almost. So you feel me? They're like, you should be more proud and even a bit more arrogant to the person that you are, because one, you are excellent, you are great, you're super creative, super innovative, super cool, super like for a thinker. And even more like, life didn't give you like no tools for that. Actually, life provide you obstacles for you to develop and for you to thrive, and you became such an intelligent, creative person. Like you should be proud of yourself. This is what people are saying, that you are too humble, but I think it is a reflection of your past. Probably is a reflection of being in a very demeaning, controlling environment where you were like isolated from the world and just told that like you're not good enough, and just shown that you're not good enough, and a bunch of traumatizing situations that made you maybe, yeah, probably have a distorted sense of self, because at the end of the day you are super great, you are super innovative, you're super skilled, but you don't see yourself as such. How people talk about you when you're not around, number two. Interesting. People also say that you are flighty. Like, I think a lot of you have the flight trauma response. And people say, if this person, like, people say, if pile two feels like, imagine, I think you are someone that, again, super creative, super innovative. I don't think you like tradition. I don't think you are someone that likes tradition. You're not trying to follow tradition. I think you are someone that hates being controlled because of how much control you grew up with. So I think now as an adult, you are like, don't control me. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me to follow this. No, like, and I think people talk about that. You will leave the moment that you feel control, like you are going to leave the moment you feel like you have to be something or do something, or like the moment that people tell you what to do, you're like, I'm gonna. Because I think, yeah, it's a trauma response. You probably have the flight trauma response, and you probably were very controlled during your life, and that really, yeah, traumatize you. And you're like, the moment that you control me, I'm gone. Like, bye bye. And I think this is what people say. I think you have some people here. They maybe are ex friends, people that knew you in the past, and you maybe have left them because you start to feel controlled, and people are like, yeah, be careful, pile two. Like, you have to let pile two, like, people are kind of saying that, yeah, like, being friends with you is great, but you really need to, like, treat them well. Like, you need to treat pile number two with, like, pristine. There is no mistakes with pile number two. You cannot do anything to pile number two like badly, you feel me? Because the moment you see a red flag, you are gone. The moment there is like one mistake, one slip up, bye bye. And this is what people say, like pile number two is great. They are amazing, but you need to be careful with how you treat pile number two. And the people, the thing is, people understand this. People understand why you are this way. People don't even blame you. They're like, it's understandable. They've been through a lot in life, so they are flighty. The moment that they the moment that you see something that resembles your past or someone that resembles something from your past, you are running away. You are like, Baba, no, no, like something that is like traditional, something that is like tradition to you, something that you've been over and that you've seen already. If you see that negative thing, this can be like minor things, like maybe like the way someone says something or expectations from people. You're like, bye bye, I'm gone. I'm not doing this. Probably also some of you here are people that move around a lot. Probably some of you even live like across your life in many different cities or countries. Like you're always moving around and moving places. So what people say is like they talk about your past, how traumatizing it was, how like how much trauma there is in it. This like kind of warn people around them, like if you ever meet Peltu, be careful, treat them well. Don't. It's better sometimes to leave Peltu alone than to like try to get even more closer to them. Like you need to read body language. You feel me? You need to be careful, right? And they are saying that you are going to leave the moment you see something that resembles your past. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings, they are super affordable, and I have my first link in the description. Bye, pal too. Hello, Palfrey. Citrus is card that says, I learned to love myself. I become powerful. And it came in reverse. How people talk about you when you're not around is that you are super like humble, sweet, compassionate person, that you don't have power trips. You're not consumed by power. You don't seek power. You don't seek hierarchy. Like you are someone that is super like humanitarian, equality, everyone at the same level. We all like one type vibe, you feel me? People really talk about that you're not someone that is arrogant, you're not someone that thinks that you're better than others, you're not someone that like seeks to have power over others and seeks power and seeks like hierarchy and like those positions of power of capitalism. Like you're not someone like that. You are giving very this energy like we all wanna we I treat everyone the same. Some of you might even be like vegetarian or vegan here because you're like treating animals as you will treat people, treating nature. Like everything is the same, right? Like everything deserves the same treatment. I'm gonna bring compassion and empathy to like my neighbor that is rich, and I'm gonna bring the same compassion and empathy to a person that doesn't have a home. Like you are someone that is super equal. You see people as equal. You do not see like social hierarchies or you don't see status, and you are someone that really treats everyone at the same playing field in a very again compassionate, empathetic way. I think people really talk about this, that you are someone very unique in this aspect because you do treat everyone with a lot of respect and with a lot of empathy and compassion. Also, some of you might live in a very homogeneous culture or environment where maybe there are not a lot of different cultures, or maybe there is not a lot of getting used to different cultures. Basically, you probably live like in a city or in an environment where people are like where everyone is the same, everyone dresses the same, everyone talks the same, everyone looks the same, right? So in this environment that is very homogeneous, people can be a bit discriminatory for people that do not look like them, right? And you are not that person. Like you are someone that again sees everyone the same. You're gonna treat everyone the same. There is also a dynamic with kids. Like I'm getting here a vibe that you might treat a child with the same respect that you will treat an adult. I think a lot of people infantilize children, right? I think a lot of people see childs, okay, they see, okay, you are a child, you don't deserve respect, or you don't deserve for me to respect your boundaries because you are a kid, you don't know what it is. I think you are someone here that treats kids with a lot of respect. Like imagine if a kid says, I don't want to do this, you say, okay, fair, we are not going to do this. Or if a kid says, I don't want to eat this or do that, you're going to be like, okay, understandable. Let's find another alternative. You feel me? Like there is a vibe here that maybe your environment is also used to do like imposing things on children, like you have to do this or you have to do that, even if they don't want to or like it. And I think you are someone that, even with kids, in a culture that, again, maybe doesn't listen to kids or sees kids as, no, like I tell you what to do, you feel me, with complete disregard for what they like or don't like, right? And I think you look at kids and you treat them with a lot of respect. Like you listen to them, and if they say that they don't want to do something, you don't do it. You feel me? I think people really talk about this, that you are someone is giving very humanitarian, is giving very social activist, it's giving fighting for equality, and you really act that way. And imagine you fight for equality in a very kind manner. I don't think you are the person maybe to protest. I think you are the person that you're going to fight for equality by embodying equality in your like neighborhood or in your environment. Like you want to fight by equality by leading through example, again, by treating everyone the same. I think you will be having the same conversation with like a rich family at the supermarket. You will have the same conversation with a person on the streets that does not have a home. You treat both with the same amount of respect, because at the end of the day we are human, right? That our lifestyles or what we've been through, what we look like, what we say, does not, like, you don't change the way you treat people just because they might look a different way or there's some stigma about it. I think also, yeah, there is also a big thing with animals. You might treat animals very well. Like you might be someone that maybe fosters cats or just treats the animals well. Like when you maybe see an animal like a duck in the wild, you may even feed them. Like I think you treat every living thing and things in general, even nature. You might be someone that likes to recycle or likes to fight for like that lives a very environmental lifestyle. Maybe you are even someone that likes to live on an organic lifestyle or planting your own things, maybe using the things that are sustainable and living a more sustainable life, maybe planting your own things so you can have like this balance between consuming and producing, maybe producing plastic and using containers of like bamboo straws type vibe. You feel me? I think you have a lot of empathy and compassion for the world in general. And this is what people talk about, that you're not someone that sees power or hierarchy, but someone that is very equal to everyone. And people really admire this about you. Even if there are people that don't do it or are not like you, they admire this about you. And they say this about you, that you are someone super nice, super humble. You're going to treat everyone with a lot of respect. And you're not going to change the way you treat people just because of social status or social hierarchy. How people talk about you when you're not around. Mm. And for example, at your job, let's say that at your job something happens. Maybe a coworker makes a mistake, or maybe there's something that happened that wasn't great. You are super like quick to move forward and to like go back to normalcy. Imagine that some of you are maybe like mentors at your job or even a manager or supervisor. If a coworker makes a mistake, even if this mistake is a little bit big and makes you the company lose money or makes the small business lose money or whatever, I don't think you'll be the type to like to be too mad about them. Like I don't think you will scream at them. No, I think you'll be like, hey, we make mistakes, it's okay, let's learn from this. Like like I don't think you people talk about that when somebody makes a mistake or does something wrong around you or even something that affects you, you are not mean about it, you never scream, you're actually quite quick in problem fixing and in coming up with resolutions. Like something breaks, something goes wrong, it's okay, like what we can do to fix it, what we can do to move forward from this is what people say, that you're not a screamer, you're not mean to people, even if people make mistakes and even if people do something wrong. I think you have a lot, again, patience and empathy and compassion, and you'll not be someone that will be like screaming at another person because they made mistakes. That everyone does. We are all human, and you know this. Pile number 3. How people talk about you when you're not around. Pile number 3. Very generous, very empathetic, very compassionate. People have great things to say about you. You're also a visionary in a lot of ways. People think you are someone that lives in the future because, again, you are giving very humanitarian, very sustainable. I think you are someone that sees the big picture, right? And people also admire this about you and they talk about it. Oh, I love this. Pile number 3, like the sun card, super beautiful. Yeah. People say that you are super joyful, nice person. Again, just great things. People really talk like greatly about you. People also say that you're connected with your inner child, like you are fun, you do like inner child things. Again, you can be great with kids and children because you treat them with respect. Imagine some of you here, a very few of you, might be, what's the name? Might work like in kindergartens and like look after kids, and you have a lot of patience and a lot of compassion, and you're very good for that job because imagine if the kid breaks something or something bad happens. You have like a lot of compassion, and you, for example, will not scream at the kid, and you will be super compassionate. The people say this, that you are super sweet, super nice, like they feel like because you have that inner child within you and you are someone that still keeps their inner child alive. Like you're super creative, you're super funny, super playful. I think there is also this like childlike wonder about you, that you like to be creative, you like to play, like you are happy, you are whimsical, like big active imagination and a lot of creativity. People feel like because you keep your inner child live within you, like you're very good with kids because of it, because that kid still lives within you. You feel me? Like you never lost your inner child, so you are very good at interacting with kids and you see them as equal because a part of you is still that inner child, right? Yeah, but people say that you are super like whimsical, fun, joyful, just a great person. Like you have a great reputation. How people talk about you when you're not around. Pile number 3. Mm. People also say that you follow your heart and you take like calculated risks, and they are calculated risks. Why? Because you're following your heart. I think people feel that you are someone that even like takes a risk that they never would, but it's by following your heart. Like you're not taking risks because you are reckless or impulsive. No, it's because you have this intuition. Like I feel like today I should do this, or I feel like I should pursue this. I think you're very connected with your intuition. And when you have that intuitive nudge, you're going to follow it. Like if you have the intuitive nudge to maybe start a new business or maybe create something new, maybe go here and there and do something different, and you have that intuitive guidance, you do it and it always works out for you. Like people feel like you take calculated risks, and this calculation of the risks is not to do with logic, is more with your heart. If you feel something like in your intuition, or if you feel something in your heart, you're going to follow it, and you really trust yourself and your body and your intuition and your desires and your passions, and you follow it and it always works out. A lot of you here might even have like small businesses, and what you do for a job is your passions and is your creativity, right? And again, that's a risk. Like creating a small business or being self-employed or pursuing your art as a job, right? Pursuing your creativity as a job. That's a risk that a lot of people don't see themselves taking. But you did it and you are successful at it. I think people see you as someone that takes risks that are guided by your heart and by intuition, and it always works out. So they feel like you have a high intuition and that you are right. Like people see you taking risks that they are afraid of taking, and they will never imagine themselves taking those risks, but they work for you. So you're clearly doing something right. How people talk about you when you're not around. Wow. People also say that you are very multi-skilled and you have a lot of you're very multifaceted. Like you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of talents, you are good at many things. Again, I think a lot of you are very creative, so you know how to do a lot of creative things. This might even be things like around the house, like you might be able to you might know how to wood carve and make furniture. You might know how to paint the furniture. You might know to paint paintings to put on the walls. You might know to do pottery, to have cool dishes and cups in the house and vases. You might know how to garden and how to plant. So you have like a little garden when you plant a bunch of things. I'm seeing a lot of furniture, like carving wood. Like I'm seeing, not the closets. Those like wood closets on the ground that are rectangular. What's the name? Dresser, not a dresser. I guess a dresser. Those like on the ground, you feel me? Wood drawers vibes of wood, and I'm seeing someone carving it, and I'm seeing someone putting the that clear thing. Is it polish? To kind of seal the painting or the wood or to make it like soft. I'm also seeing a lot of working with wood. I'm seeing a lot of also graining the wood, I guess, to make it like soft. If it has like bumps, I guess you grain it and you make it soft. I'm seeing a lot of cutting in wood. Yeah, a lot of you might be very crafty here, very do it yourself. And people talk about that you know to do many things, you have many skills, many talents. You can do a lot around the house. Some of you might also be excellent cooks. And again, if the people that are here are now like vegetarian or vegan, you make very tasty food without animal based products, and people are very like, whoa, how did you make this vegetable dish so good? Like a lot of people that eat your dishes is vegetable based and it's super good, and people don't expect it to be good. People are maybe used to animal products, right? So that when they eat a food that is like not animal products, they think, oh, this is not going to be good, and it's like delicious. You have a touch to a lot of for a lot of things, and you are good at many things. And people talk about this. People talk about, oh, they, you know that Free knows how to do furniture. You know that Free knows how to plant. You know that Free knows how to paint. You know that Free knows how to wood carve. You know that Free knows how to do pottery. Like they talk about the fact that you have many talents and many skills. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable. And then my first link in the description. Bye, Free.